Greetings and thank you for tuning into the podcast today. I want to share from my Careers Plus. Just want to share with you, what do I do now? That's the title of today's message. If you need a career change or you lost your job, your question is, well, what do I do now? And I want to identify some actions that you can do after a job loss or if you need to do a career change. So this is part of a video podcast, which I'll probably upload onto the website, and you can check it out there. And like I said, I'm creating a YouTube channel. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm getting there. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. So this is about, losing a job or needing a career change. A lot of things happen to us in our lifetimes, myself included, where we have to rethink what it is that we're doing, and it's nothing wrong with that. Or you've had a change in your family, or you're an empty nester, and now you're like, what now? What do I do now? And you've given away that dream that you had a long time ago. So this is basically kind of working through some of the things that you might have thought about doing previously, and now you need a chance or an opportunity to rethink that whole process. So let's look at identifying your three things. I need you to get some paper so that you can take some notes and write these things down. This is something that is very interactive. I've done something like this in the past, but I haven't done it on a video clip. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put it onto the website, so that my Careers Plus website, so that you can go and check it out and look at the slides if you would like to. Okay, so number one, you're going to write down on a piece of paper your three favorite things in life, no matter what. It doesn't matter whether you're doing them or you haven't done them, or just the three favorite things that you want to do. Now you can pause this and do it, or you can just watch it and then go back and play it again. But I don't want to pause too long to give you an opportunity to do it, since this is kind of like a working assignment. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to write down three things, and I'm just going to make up three things. So you're going to write something you always wanted to be or do when you were a child, or when you were very young, or you still might be young. Write down a thing that you wanted to do. So don't be concerned about your current age or your station in life right now, because what we're doing is recalculating, recalibrating, and rethinking where it is that we are right now. So I just put down travel, teach, and photography, which are my favorite things to do. I like to travel, I like to teach, and I like photography. It's not the only things that I do, but those are three of my favorite things. So the next step you're going to do, step number two, you're going to brainstorm each thing that you write down. This is a personal journey, so it's not a group project. Sometimes I like to tell my students, when they want to ask someone, well, what do you think? This is not a group project. This is something that you need to think about, you need to do. All right, that's the next thing. So let's say, for instance, if you are looking at the video, you'll see that I have some things written down here. And when you're brainstorming, you're going to ask yourself, and you're going to answer instantly. Don't take your time to think about it. You're going to ask yourself as many questions to narrow down your new career search. So like I said, teach. Under teach, I put teach who. Teach what age, teach where. So you need to write down as many questions, the who, what, when, where, why, and how, of each of the three areas that you put down. I hope you're understanding this, because you can't just say, I want to teach everybody. Well, no, you either adults, children, you have to narrow this down. Now, photography, what type of photography? There's tons of different types of photography. What kind of equipment? Am I talking about photography history, or current photography, or future photography? Those are the things you want to ask. This is what your brainstorming session is going to be about. Your travel, and that's the three things, and these are just my examples. Where you want to travel, when do you want to travel, how do you want to travel? Answer as many questions, ask yourself, and answer those questions as quickly as you can, because sometimes if we think about it, we'll draw a blank. So we want to do that. All right. So next, We are going to share with a friend or someone close to you. This is step number 3. Share your sheet with someone close to you and ask them to list 3 or 4 careers that a person with those desires would do. What would that person do if they looked at those things? If you like to travel or teach and do photography, what kind of job? Just kind of get a little bit of feedback from someone to from the outside. Now, you don't want to prompt them. You don't want to say, well, I'm doing this so I can find another job. No, you just want them to be thoroughly honest and no pressure. Remember, no pressure. Now, like I said, share it with someone you trust. Ask them to view your answers. And when I say view your answers, just view down what you wrote down and allow them to think outside of the box. So, what type of job would someone with these interests do with the teaching, photography, and travel? Well, they could be a pet photographer, they could be a food stylist photographer, they could be a photography blogger or a videographer. So, there's so many different opportunities. So, you don't want to put yourself inside of the box when you're doing this brainstorming activity. The next thing, you have to decide the direction that you want to go into. Don't hesitate or put it off. You have to create a plan. You have to consider the answers from the friend and those assisting you to gain ideas, but that's not the final answer. The final answer is going to come from you. So you decide which direction based on your brainstorming exercise, and then update your education if necessary, do a little bit more research, do what you need to do to switch and change careers or find that job. Now, when I did this and I just made up a brainstorming decisions. So this is what I came up with. For teaching, I said I would teach pets or I'll be a pet trainer. Well, under teaching, I work with senior pets. I would work at their homes. The photography, I would do pet photography with using whatever type of equipment, but it would be something current. Would I travel? Yes, I could travel local, national, or international when as needed or near the end of life. Say, people have senior pets and they want to have some photography done because their pet is getting older. And this is just something that I made up now. This is not like a real deal, but it could be. I could go to their home and their location or have a studio where they would bring their beloved pets, and then I could take pictures or do certain photography for them. That would be your business. Or you could, like I said, you have to brainstorm it out and make sure that it's fun. Make sure it's something that you want to do. And how you do it depends on, what type of opportunities that you have or where you live. You are not a person that does not have any skills. Even if you don't have formal education, you know what you love doing, and that's the thing that you want to start rewiring yourself to think and to focus on the things that you love to do. Why would I want? If I didn't like teaching, I wouldn't want to teach. If I'm working with special needs students, I don't want to teach. If I don't want to be in that environment, if I don't like that, it would be drudgery. It would be overwhelming for me. But if that's what I love doing and I do love doing that, then I can step into that and enjoy what I'm doing each day. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I gotta go in here and put up with. No, we don't do that. You need to start rearranging your life to do something that you love to do. You get one opportunity to make an impression on other people around you, and you don't have to be beholden to anyone. You just have to have a little bit of boldness, and you have to think positively about what it is that you're doing. Now, do you need any educating updating? Now, the local library, continuing education, community colleges, try to check at your local library because they have a lot of courses that are like free. You can take IT courses and all types of things that'll cost you nothing but time. So check your local library, look online for low to no cost classes, check your community college or universities and see what they offer. You don't have to, like I said, get a formal education. You just might need to be updating, and you might have some idea that nobody else has. You can act on that as well. So, what I had created out of the idea of my personal brainstorming that I did for the example, I have Penny's Pet Photography. in-home senior pet photography. That's what I came up with. This is what I do. This is what I'm marketing. This is what's going to be my Facebook page, my all those kind of things. I'm going to put myself out there. Remember, this is my second career, or I'm changing jobs, or I lost a job and I haven't been able to locate anything. You have to be creative, and you have to step out there. Don't be afraid. Create your career search based on your results. You can look at the different jobs and try to update your resume. Maybe it's not a pet photography, but there are photography jobs that are out there that you can participate in. Some of them don't even require that you have any experience. I did do a little bit of research, and I looked on the one of the sites that you search in for jobs, and they have a part-time photographer for social media marketing. It pays $28,000 to $36,000. It's a part-time job. It's Monday through Friday. Then a real estate photographer. You can apply. They're urgently hiring. Photography for family beach portraits. Helicopter ride attendant. Photographer. And some of these, like I mentioned before, you don't even have to have any experience. So don't put yourself in a box. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this has been helpful to you. If not, you send me an email, ask me some questions. I don't mind helping you out in that regard. Go to our website and visit our website, My Careers Plus, and you can click on the link here at the podcast where you listen, and just visit our website. I'm going to try to get this uploaded on there as soon as I can, so that you can at least see the video portion of it. And thank you so much for tuning in today, and you have a great one.